Here we are in this one, taking a look at the OXS Thunderlight. It's got virtual surround, and it's a soundbar. This is going to be a multi-part series where I'm taking a look at a bunch of different speakers and soundbars for my home computer setup for a secondary computer. So the idea for these speakers is kind of a good enough sound. I'm not looking for heavy bass or 5.1. So if this is something you're into, I hope you'll join me in this endeavor, taking a look at the different options right in front of us. It's going to be deep dive into each one individually. So let's get right into what this one is. Do a little bit of look around the box. Look around the box. Full range drivers for bass. That's good. Virtual surround for SPS and RTS, if you believe that. 5 audio inputs for gaming, consoles, whatever. Alright. And the soundbar is $150. So everything has to be taken with regard to a price. This is the most expensive one I'm looking at. How much was the Steelseries Arena 3? They're close in price. So everything needs to be taken with price in mind. The Razor's in the background. That one was $100, and most of the other ones were like 60 to 80. So, you know, maybe there's something to that price. All right, this is the packaging. It's got some pretty nice foam in there. We got our accessories box right there. All right, just for reference, this is the Razor. So the OXS is not much wider, but it is substantially deeper. Let's explore. On the top, we got probably power, volume, don't know that. The buttons on the top feel nice. They're definitely wider, but because they're all under this thing, if that cracks, then this was going to feel very crummy. While the Razors have got physical buttons for each one. You got these big old ports right there for letting air in and out for audio performance, but that the big old hole does not really matter if the internal mechanisms, like the tubing on the inside, is not set up properly. On the back, we got HDMI, USB-C, we got the power in, and we got an auxiliary port. So you can hook it up a wide variety of ways. Okay, in the accessories, we got a little remote, USB-C to USB-A, the power brick, an HDMI cable, and an optical cable. So it's nice that it comes with all those options. Many things will only come with like one. Alright, well, I have the OXS soundbar plugged in. It is plugged in via headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter. I tried doing it with USB, but it didn't work. And I've got the remote, so we can try out some of the buttons. Oh, mute is pretty obvious, so maybe just VTS should be that one. And we'll have that playing. So let's do the music test. Alright, and that was Crab Rave. So, VTS clearly just made the highs way higher. I don't know, personally, based on all the other speakers I've tested, and even my own main speakers, the regular sounded better, with the bass thunk sounded more even tone. Again, I'm not an audio expert. I don't even have equipment to even test that, to test the curves for its audio output. So it's just how I'm listening to it and what my impressions are. Compared to the Razer, it's got a little bit more bass thunk. Compared to most of the other satellite speakers that were just the pair, so 2.0, it sounded about even with them, I would say. Alright, trailer test.
There were dragons when I was a boy. Where they went, only a few. Our story changed the world forever. We did it! The world... Dragon Viking utopia.
Your utopia, maybe. Mine's less crowded and more... sanitary.
Hey, bud, wait up! Oh my God. He's not the only one.
She's a light fury.
Oh, sorry.
Did she just disappear? Wow.
It's a hidden dragon.
Alright, so VTS, while playing the trailer for How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World, definitely made it higher pitch and actually made it seem louder at the same volume level. The bass was still there, but the highs were higher. Honestly, I didn't like the way it sounded. I would just flat out only use it on regular mode. Now this is where the weird part about doing this one is. So $100 $60. Looked it up, $150. So using it with a computer, via single cable, so 3.5 millimeter, you're not getting the experience with this, because it's supposed to have virtual surround and blah 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 that you're not going to get really with this. And while sitting here at my desk, I didn't get any of that as well. I could see that if you plug this in via HDMI, that maybe you would get something. Or if you plugged it in via USB-C to your Xbox. Again, I'm not testing that. Sorry. But maybe then you would get the virtual surround. But for me, it's just not getting it via the cable. I didn't expect it to. I was just seeing how well I liked it, the way it sounded. And it sounds really good. But for $150, other ones that were just two satellites for my use case sounded just as good. So even though I think this is great, it looks nice, has great output, and the port selection on the back, it's not going to work for me. But if you're using a TV as your main desktop, this could be a great option, especially if it has a ARC. Is that right? It's been a while. ARC port. Then this could be a potential game changer. Anyways, again, I'm not an audio expert. I was looking for a speaker, so I'm not using the crappy thing that's in there. So you joined me on this journey. It's first impressions, basically because I'm just listening to it, because I've got no testing equipment for this kind of thing. So if you got suggestions for ones I should probably take a look at, you can leave that in the comment section down below. Maybe I'll get around, try taking a look at them. I just went with whatever's on Amazon. Mainly, I do computer fan testing. I'd like to get into laptop fan testing, or I should say cooling pads. So I've got some ideas coming up for that. So anyways, if you are interested in joining me on more adventures, please think about subscribing to my channel. And I have a Patreon page. Join me as a YouTube member. Just hit subscribe, whatever you like. And I hope to see you next time here on Computer Tech and More.